it's time to do some handwriting and phonics. Today we're going to be finishing our work up with letter V. So we have two objectives today because we're going to be doing two things. We're going to be doing our sort of V words, and then we're also going to be doing our letter V test. I know we usually do our tests on Fridays, but we have spring break starting tomorrow. So that means that we have to do our test today. And I know you guys can handle it because it's no problem for you guys. So let's begin with our first objective. Objective is what we are going to learn. I can sort words that begin or do not begin with letter V. So we're going to be looking at some words and deciding, do they begin with V? We're going to think about it. Ooh, that means we're going to be using our brain. We're going to be using our brain to think about that sound that letter V makes, not B, V. We're also going to be making sure that we're saying the words out loud so that we can hear the sound. So that means we're going to be using both our mouth and our ears because we need to say that sound out loud, the sound, and then listen for it. So I'm going to put my mouth here for sorting things. Go to my ears here so we can hear that sound. Perfect. Okay. Now, when we do our letter V test, our objective is I can write, say the sound, and name something that begins with V. So all of those things are going to be taking place during our V test. You're going to video yourself writing V, saying the sound of V, and then saying something that begins with V, just like you did last week for letter U. Okay, we're going to head over to the screen and do our word sort, and then you guys are going to take your test. Alright guys, it's time for us to sort our V words. Let's remind ourselves what sound we're listening for. V makes the sound. So we are looking for words that begin with the sound. So let's start by writing our name and tracing our letter V's. And then you can cut across this line and get ready to cut and sort your V words. Okay, I think we're ready now. Let's begin. Our first word is invitation. 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 Does invitation begin with the sound? No, it doesn't. It begins with a sound. So I'm going to put an X over it, but you guys are going to cut it out and you're going to put it on our bottom row there. Okay, we're moving on to our second one here. Van. Van. Does van have the sound at the beginning? Yes, it does. Good job. So we're going to cut out van and put it on the top row. And I'm going to write my V on it because I know that it begins with letter V. Good job. Let's go on to our third one. Envelope. Envelope. Does envelope begin with the sound? No, it doesn't. Envelope begins with the letter E sound. So I'm going to put an X on it because it does not begin with our sound. Okay, our last one on the top row. Volcano. Volcano. Does volcano begin with letter V? Yes, it does. It begins with a sound. So I'm going to write a V on it, but you guys can cut it out and put it on our top row there. So here's my V for volcano. Okay, on to the bottom row. We're going to start back at the left side here with violin. Violin. Does violin begin with the sound? Yeah, it does. It begins with the sound at the beginning. Good job. I'm going to put a V on it, but you guys can cut it out and put it on our top row because it begins with a V sound. Let's look at our next one on the bottom here. Bird. B, b, bird. Does bird begin with a V, V sound? No, it does not. It doesn't. So I'm going to put an X on it. It begins with a B, B, B sound for bee. So it would go on our bottom row when we cut it out. Good job. Let's go to our third one here on the bottom. Vase. Vase. Does vase begin with the V sound? Yeah, it does. It does begin with it. It begins with V. So I'm going to put my V on it. You guys can cut it out and put it on our top row. Last one, lamp. Lamp. Does lamp begin with the V sound? No, it does not. Lamp begins with the L sound. So we are going to put an X on our lamp here, but you guys can cut it out, glue it on our bottom row because it does not begin with V. And that's our letter V sort. Don't forget to do your letter V test today, okay? I need you to write V for me, to say the sound of V, and to say a word that begins with V. All right, you guys got it. I'm excited to see how you do.